Greetings and salutations. I'm Christopher Platt, reporting for Your Black World News with an article from the Atlanta Black Star. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and visit theblackbusinessschool.com to learn about financial literacy and how you can grow your business today. A Michigan city is taking steps to criminalize dialing 911 on people of color for simply living their lives. Leaders in Grand Rapids are set to vote on a proposed bias crime reporting prohibition in May that would make it a criminal misdemeanor to racially profile black people and other minorities by calling the police for frivolous reasons, MLive reported. The move is among a handful of improvements that would be made to the city code as part of a proposed human rights ordinance, which includes identifying 4 primary potential areas of discrimination, codifying the referral and complaint procedures for Grand Rapids Diversity and Inclusion Office, and expand protected class definitions, among other things. The bias crime reporting prohibition would specifically outlaw profiling black and brown citizens for participating in their lives, and states that no person shall make a police report that's based in whole or in part on an individual's membership in a protected class rather than on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity in consideration of all available facts and the totality of the circumstances. Those found to be in violation of the ordinance would be hit with a $500 fine each day the violation occurs and would face prosecution by the city attorney's office. Patty Caudill, Diversity and Inclusion Manager for Grand Rapids, said the ordinance isn't intended to discourage 911 calls, but rather to force people to check their biases before they pick up the phone and dial police. Call the police, but if you're calling because your neighbors are having a barbecue and you're calling because of some implicit bias because they're people of color, we don't want to see that, Caudill told MLive. Jeremy DeRue, Executive Director for local nonprofit advocacy group Link Up, echoed Caudill's concerns and cheered the proposed ordinance, saying the changes could help address racial issues affecting the city. We in the community have had various conversations over the last few years about the disparities that exist in Grand Rapids, he said. The Human Rights Ordinance provides the infrastructure so that all of these issues have a backbone supporting and addressing them. More recently, DeRue said Grand Rapids police have been unnecessarily called in for situations due to 911 calls placed by people carrying implicit racial biases. He pointed to one instance in 2017 when authorities were called to break up a large gathering of black locals at Molick Park, which turned out to be a graduation party. More frightening was an October 9th incident involving a 12-year-old girl who was handcuffed at gunpoint after a neighbor claimed to have witnessed a shooting at the home. Police found no weapons or shooting victims at the scene, however. These scenarios aren't unique to Grand Rapids, however. Black folks across the country have found themselves on the receiving end of harassment by police for simply existing in white spaces. In 2018 alone, African Americans had the police called on them for enjoying a barbecue in the park, selling bottled water on the sidewalk, snoozing in a common room of a dorm, going to the pool, babysitting 2 white children, and moving into a New York City apartment, just to name a few. Earlier this year, Detroit urban farmer Mark Peoples filed a lawsuit against 3 white women he claims made frivolous charges against him to police for simply gardening while black. The women, Deborah Nash, Marcia Callahan, and Callahan's granddaughter Jennifer Morris, even went so far as to accuse Peoples of being a convicted child molester, which led to his arrest. They just want to control any and everything they see, Peoples told WXYX Detroit at the time, recalling the racist harassment. They don't want to see a young black man coming up and doing something positive. Grand Rapids leaders are expected to vote on the proposed ordinance next month, but must wait until city stakeholders have a chance to discuss the matter during a public hearing scheduled for April 23rd. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to share this video. Let us know what you think. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Your Black World YouTube channel and visit theblackbusinessschool.com today. I'm Christopher Platt reporting. Until next time, shalom.